singers, welcome back. My name is Laura and this is the weekly warm-up where I share clear, fun voice education so you can enjoy your singing even more. Today's exercise is a super simple one. In fact, it's so very simple that I almost debated whether or not I should post a video about it. But the truth is that if you were to come and see me for a voice lesson, I'm almost positive we would do this exercise because everyone has tongue tension at one point or another. So let's get into it. Let's see if this can help to loosen it up. We're gonna slide and wiggle our tongue, but we're gonna begin by just stretching it so we can feel where the spot on the tongue is that we really need to pay attention to. So let's start by stretching the tongue two ways. First, make it really long and skinny like a needle. And now wide and flat. Stick it out as far as you can. Now you can feel that that stretches sort of different parts of the tongue, especially that second one. I feel it right down the sides. But either way, you can feel that the stretch really extends behind the mouth and way down into the throat. And that is because, believe it or not, fully 1/3 of the length of your tongue is vertical in the throat. So the tongue comes up in the throat and then turns this 90-degree angle into the mouth, and here's the tip of the tongue. So we really want to focus on keeping this part, and especially this kind of back part of that corner. This is often called the hump of the tongue, and we want to find the back of the hump of the tongue. That part of the tongue really stretches when you stick it out, either wide and flat or narrow and skinny. But either way, you feel that that part of the tongue really is kind of stretching out, and that is the part of the tongue that tends to either ball up or retract as we sing. So if you've ever felt that maybe as you go up in pitch, there's kind of a tightening sensation in the throat, the tongue is a likely culprit. Also, if you ever listened to your own singing and thought, it sounds a little bit like Kermit the Frog, you might actually have a little bit of retraction of the tongue going on. So either way, wiggling the tongue as you sing is going to really help to loosen it up and give you some kind of motion in that area of the tongue that is so likely to harden up or retract. So let's do it. Let's wiggle the tongue. First, start with a nice released jaw and see if you can wiggle the tongue without having the jaw move in lockstep with it. Let's go ahead. And you can hear I'm just sort of making a neutral vowel. You can make something sort of like ah, but of course the vowel will shift as the tongue moves. So let's do that together. Pay particular attention to that back part of the tongue. Don't just wiggle the tip of the tongue. Let's see if we can do that one more time and get a nice stretch all the way down. You can go as slowly as you like. So let's add some pitch to that. We're going to put the tip of the tongue against the back of the bottom teeth in its usual parking spot. And now we're just gonna wiggle the back of the tongue as we sing that ah, sliding up and down. Let's go here. And here. And one more. And of course you can keep going up and up and up. You can try this moving downward by half step, whatever works. Of course, you could even take this into any other vocal figure. Sing it on arpeggi or maybe even on a phrase from your repertoire. But any place that you find that the tongue is sort of wanting to constrict or pull back on you, this is a great way to work on it. Not just by stretching, but also by introducing some movement so that those muscle fibers can kind of release and move around. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you really enjoyed this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you can be back for more clear, fun voice education next Thursday and every Thursday. And in the meanwhile, thank you for practicing.